Finally, after all of this time, I got this to work, because every single time I try to record one of these, it goes wrong. But welcome back to the freaking prediction board, and today we're running through the Pride 22 teams and their strengths, their weaknesses, and all the yada yada yada, but we won't be doing individuals this time because I was too tired. So starting off, we have a fan favorite team this event, the Red Rapids Cincinnati of Dream, Georgia Not Found, Carl Jacobs, and Foolish Gamers. This team is highly anticipated to do well, and I also see them doing very well in the event, especially after Dream's amazing performance last time where he robbed JoJo I mean what? Next up, we have the orange team, which is Illumina in the Littlewood, Snifferish, and Elena. Elena is on orange for like the third time, I think. I think the curse is upon us, I guess. This is a very well balanced team, and I see them doing very well. I think they all have some really good strengths and weaknesses. I think they cover each other's weaknesses well, and they shine in games such as Buildmore and Sands of Time. Next up, we have the real Biltmore powerhouse, and that's the Yellow Yaks. It's the girls, the gays, and the green. And that's about much about this team, and I really do love them because it's super funny. Next up, we have quite the underdog team. This one, Stud Brown is Lime. Because Grassy never gets the best of teams, but you know what? He's going for it. And I think this team has the potential to do well. They have a high ceiling, but they also have the floor of possibly getting eighth. Then we have the legendary battle between blue and green to see who will get 10th this event, because I don't see, because this team is a team entirely of well, it was an entire team considered of newcomers, but now since Tina is on there, it is no longer. But this team is looking to do well in games. I guess I don't really know many of their strengths or weaknesses in the crafts, though. Let's move on to my personal favorite team, is the Cyan team. I will be watching this team. This is my chosen PoE, and this team is going to do very well in games such as Sands of Time and Battle Box and things like that, of that nature, because this team has 5 up in Tava, who have always done good in those games as a duo. So this team is one to look out for on the day. They have potential. This is another team that has low floor but also a high ceiling. Next up is the Aqua team, consisting of Tapple and Frost Red Velvet and Gizzy Gaza. I think this team was pretty funny. I actually was very happy to see this, and the vibes on this team will be through the roof with chaos, but I do think those vibes are what's going to take them to the final duel. I think this team has it in them to go and fight for the crown, which I ultimately think they might actually grab. Next up, we have blue, which is the Simmers. I mean, who doesn't love the Simmers? So there's not much else to say because they're not getting last this time because I think that green is getting last, and we're going to see a Simmers ninth place. Next is purple, which is Jojo Solos, Kara Corvus, Captain Buffy, and Nichu. This team, all ladies team again, which is very cool to see. I love when this happens. Keep feeding us these, Scott, because these are really cool. And I think they're gonna do better than the one last time, just because JoJo is very cracked. And also got her first place robbed by Dream. Next up is Pink Team, which is consisting of yeah, that guy. Randu, Frank Gameplay, and Sapnap. I honestly have no clue about Frank and Jack, but I do know that Sapnap is good. So therefore, this team does good. Yep, that's logic. Oh, wait. Okay. Wait a second. I've noticed a critical failure in my slideshow. I've noticed a critical failure because I have green from last event and last. A little bit behind the scenes work right here. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Because last place I have the green team. Just because they don't really have much experience in the game. I don't really see them. I think they're just kind of going to show up on the day and have some fun. And I'm very excited to see how the vibes on this team turn out. And we have the hashtag not last Zimmers in the ninth place because I think they are going to have more experience And especially now that Zeus is a winner of MCC, I think they have it in them to get a ninth place overall. Eighth is the Lime team, which sadly I do think this team is a bit. I think out of all the teams that are not blue or green, I think this team was a bit too, I guess you could say, undertuned. I do think this team was definitely a bit. I guess I think they're a good team, but I do think they're the only team out of the next eight I'm gonna talk about that cannot really make dodgeball. Because everything else I actually see as a pretty balanced event. Because next up we have the girls, the gays, and the green. Because this team is going to get seventh. Because if Bildmer is in the rotation and actually gets played, they're gonna get first. But I don't think they are because they're gonna have to back that up with every other game. So yeah, they're gonna stay in seventh for now. But I do think they have a definitely high chance to go skyrocket into the top two. And six is pink because I have no really actual basis to go off of this. I've seen other people put them really high, but I do think this team is not. I think this team might try hard, at least from what I've been seeing, because I've seen a few of them practicing. But I do think other teams are gonna try a bit harder. And one of those teams I think is gonna be purple because purple looks like a team. I think every single one of these players are willing to put in hours and hours of practice, and I think they're gonna show some great results this event. So don't count them out to the very end. Just like last event, where yellow really didn't was in dodgeball contention until Sands of Time, where they had a little bit of a disaster, but it's okay. Eventually, maybe we'll see them again and they'll win. Fourth, I mean, I already leaked this because I misclicked, but it's Cyan. Because I think this team is going to do better than people are predicting them. I've actually seen a few people actually put them in second place, which I didn't have the ball sack to do. So you know what? It's going to stay here in fourth because they're going to pop off in movement, PvP, and team games all alike. This is a great all-rounder team, and I'm very excited to see them pop off on the day and get fourth or hopefully above. Third, I think, is going to be a more controversial pick, and I'm picking red as my third place team because I think the other two teams have a better shot at making double. I think the reason why I think that the other two are going to make it and this one won't is solely because I think the other two are really those two are really gonna go at it with the practice. I feel like orange. I know I feel like orange is going to work very hard. Same with Aqua. And I think that Red is going to fall slightly behind a bit because they're the expected winners of the event. And I think the pressure may get to them, and they're going to get this placement. This very lovely little number right here called 3. The number that everyone loves. And because second is Orange. Because I think they're going to get second overall. And I think Illumina is going to land himself a first individual and take his team to dodgeball because this team is going to do very well, but I do not think they will be winning the finale. I think they're going to practice really hard. Don't I really do think that this team has a chance to win it all, but there's this little thing called the Fruit Ninja curse, and if you know what that is, you know they're not going to win dodgeball, and that's just the harsh truth of life. It's in first place, and my winners of dodgeball are Aqua, because I think this team is going to put in the effort to train. I think Aunt Frost is going to push them all to their best potentials. I think this team is very well balanced. I could literally see this in an actual canon event. I think Tappo after the last event, he was the first time he's ever dropped out of top 20 individual. I think he's going to want redemption. So I think that this team is what they're going to want. I think Aunt Frost is going to lead them to a very nice W. And this is my little dodgeball infographic. You see, there's 3 little dots. I think this is gonna be close. I think it's actually a repeat of last part event where Aqua and Orange go to dodgeball and Aqua still win because that's just life. So you know what? I'm gonna back this up with all of my power. I have no other things to actually back this up with because I forgot to do my individuals. But I think I might actually do one where I rank every single person from first to 40th. So comment below if you're interested. Make sure to like and subscribe for more interesting content like this because I know it's a bit mediocre. And I'll see y'all on the flip side. Love y'all.